I think as the Western world tries to move forward, what we see, excuse me, sorry, the rescuing of the weak and the enablement of disablement and exchanging truth for lies and all this stuff at the higher levels, in the governmental levels of our societies, that I don't say this without careful consideration, but I think without causing panic, to some extent we're watching the micro-incremental disintegration of the Western world and its values. And it's happened fast, it's happened in the last couple of decades, and it's accelerating at a speed that has never been equaled in time past, because all the values that worked and all the principles and policies and properties that worked to get the Western world where it is are being slighted from, bent away from, ignored, and even cancelled out. This then leaves communities, states, and societies at the mercy of these dysfunctions. It's so bad that, and these evil people are so scared and bent on having their way of destruction that they will shut down what you believe. They won't allow you to challenge their beliefs. It's very dictatorships-like, but well disguised. Very dictator type stuff, but very well disguised. And it'll come to the point where your view, if it be wise and on the right track, but in opposition to these beliefs, will be absolutely will be shut down. That's how paranoid and insecure these deep state leaders are. They'll do everything they can to protect themselves from being exposed. How are ya? And it's very dangerous and very scary and very real. There's been a second assassination attempt on President Trump at his Key Largo golf course on holes 5 and 6, where a person in the public screaming out, "There's a man with a gun," and there was a man with a gun. They found 2 backpacks, a GoPro set up to take footage of what was going to be an attempted assassination. Shots were fired by Secret Service at and towards this man, who escaped in a black SUV, which they recovered, and the man's been arrested. They don't want Donald Trump to get into the US presidency because he'll clean out, while he's got time, a lot of the rabble. So they're doing everything they can to stop him from becoming president. It's the same spirit that's stopping you from reaching your potential in life. It'll get you on drugs, it'll get you on alcohol, it'll get you on reckless sex, it'll get you enmeshed with your children, it'll get you estranged from your children. Everything's the opposite. Everything's abusive. It'll get you believing in wrong gods and all this other stuff. And it's like the tarot card reader. When you read the cards back to them in a Christian sense, man, you should watch. I've done it. I've gone, you read the cards to me, and then I'll read the cards to you, and I've just watched these people manifest, severely manifest, so badly that their whole personality and countenance becomes demonized, and they just can't take the Spirit of God. It's just too hectic for them. You need to be aware of where you're at. If anything happens to you in this life, where you're going to go. For me, I believe in Christ. I live my life day to day. I don't worry too much about my issues with God because they're resolved in Christ, so I just get on with my life. When you get mixed up in these religions that are opposite to that, you'll be running around doing all these things and that you don't need to do. And you'll become sour and bitter in the end. Life wasted, years wasted, marriages wasted, relationships wasted. When all you really had to do was give, take care and share. Be happy, healthy, look after yourself as best you can. And really, to be honest, to mind our own business, to be in touch with what's going on that matters. And I guess my point is, we have to put ourselves in a position where wisdom prevails. And on the one hand that sounds hard, and on the other hand that sounds easy. But it's hard because the spirit of this world is throwing everything at us that it can to take us away from wisdom and things that matter, to put us in a place where time is being wasted. It's such a big subject, isn't it? The waste of time. To put us in positions where we're getting drunk or taking drugs and all this other rubbish and nonsense, instead of just reading a book or enjoying the sun or breathing the fresh air. And we're not living the life, the true life, even though we're aiming for it, a great life, a life of encouragement and lifting up of ourselves from the inside so that we can help others from the inside. Drug-free, being fair and discerning, and never having to worry about carelessness, our carelessness again.